Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we made our way through Phantom Ganon's maze. We got the light arrows. And we climbed this long staircase up to this giant door. Now it's time to see what's on the other side. Do you sleep still? Wait. Do not be so hasty, boy. I can see this girl's dreams. Oceans. 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 Oceans as far as the eye can see. They are vast seas. None can swim across them. They yield no fish to catch. What did the King of Hyrule say? The gods sealed Hyrule away. And they left behind people who would one day awaken Hyrule? How ridiculous. So many pathetic creatures scattered across a handful of islands, drifting on this sea like fallen leaves on a forgotten pool. What can they possibly hope to achieve? Don't you see? All of you. Your gods destroyed you. I have been waiting for you, boy. For one like you. Yes, for the hero. Do not betray my expectations. Well, that was all pretty weird. There's a lot to dissect there, but right now, this giant cow-human marionette thing is trying to kill us. So, we should probably deal with that another time. Now, first and foremost, this is your only opportunity to get a pictograph of Puppet Ganon, and that is who this is. And that is why I went to the surface. One of those ought to be good. Because I wanted to clear up space to take pictures. Now, he has all these puppet strings. The red ones cannot be cut. Blue ones, however, can be. So you can weaken his ability to hurt you at least. You can summon Keese, which just made things generally irritating. But if you can cut those, he kind of hangs limp there. Now your goal is to use the light arrows to hit that giant glowing ball / eye thing on his tail. Now, this time, you cannot L-target, because L-targeting will target his main body. So for this one, you are on your own as far as aiming. Now, of course, remember that when I first played this, I had a lot of practice in that regard. Now, eventually, the strings respawn, and he has use of his arms and legs again. You can still hit him in this state. It's just probably easier. It seems like a poorly tuned ukulele. And it bounces off the strings you can't cut. The thing is, these do use a fair amount of magic, and it can be hard to see where he is, and the keys get in the way. This is honestly a very frustrating battle. You might even be better served if the tail is still on its puppet string. It holds it up a little bit. Ah, it's close. Now, my question again is, and you can't actually see this, you just see the strings going way up into the sky. Is Ganondorf puppeting this thing himself? Because I would love to see that. So yeah, as you can see, he can kind of launch his fists and such at you. No. Yeah, I remember getting really stymied on this. You're gonna stand still. It's not just red and blue. It's like sometimes it's cutting them, sometimes it isn't. Okay. Ah, come on. Okay, got him. And basically, you keep doing that. You know, it's funny, and I think it's a testament to the way, to how well it's done, is theoretically, you know, the ultimate villain, you know, starts using a puppet version of himself that, you know, sort of looks like a human cow thing. Like, when you say it out loud, it's totally ridiculous, but it doesn't feel like it's gone, like, goofy all of a sudden. Like, the way it's done, you can take it seriously, even though it's a... Like I said, when you actually explain it, it's a ridiculous concept. I don't know what determines whether or not it cuts one of the strings. Come on, get out of the way. Peace out. Gosh, they regenerate fast. Maybe I just hadn't been cutting the rope on the tail. But yeah, when he recedes into the ceiling and comes back, that's when the ropes reform. You cannot cut the red rope no matter what. Oh, come on. This is really tough. I mean, the keys, you know, they're theoretically here to keep giving you magic. Okay, yes, that helps. That helps immensely. I guess I hadn't been cutting the puppet rope for the string for the tail properly. That makes an immense amount of difference. Play this guy like an instrument if you want. You just have to hit it twice to cut it. Maybe that's what it's all about. Okay, yes. Definitely cut it down. That makes a huge difference. Okay, that was so much easier once I figured that out. Okay, when I was a kid and I heard that music, you know, it's your classic boss is over music, and then it takes that dark reharmonization. That freaked me out more so than the visuals, because just, oh my god, what is happening? This familiar song has been distorted. We thought we had him and we don't. But yes, this is Puppet Ganon's second form. The so-called spider form, though thankfully he does not look anything like a realistic spider, because as we've discussed, I really, really hate spiders. Unfortunately, like, the fact that he only has 6 legs really does make a big difference to me. I really couldn't tell you why. But the deal with this is use his reflection. You see where he is going to land, and get as near to the tail as you can. I consider this phase much easier. Got him. But we're still not done. This is snake form of Puppet Ganon. And for those wondering, you do not have to take a separate pictograph of all 3 forms. That will accomplish nothing. If you're hoping to complete the Nintendo gallery, you're just wasting your time. Now, the idea behind this is fairly simple. Shoot him in the tail if you can. But he moves fairly quickly, so it can be difficult. If you find yourself getting desperate, there is a secret about this that I did not know until I watched the great Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of this game. Several Zelda games have something in one of the later battles where there'll be some random item that will make it easier in a bizarre, ridiculous way. In this case, if you throw down all-purpose bait near enough to the snake, he will start circling on top of it to eat it, leaving his tail open to you. So yes, all-purpose bait really, really means all purpose. Whether it's feeding the fish, luring rats out of the holes, or defeating a possessed demon puppet. Thank you, Beetle. Yes, surely you are the hero of Time Reborn. I guess he was puppeting it. Your time has come. Come now, stand before me. Well, we defeated Puppet Ganon. I thought this was how you, Oh, I see. The red string is still here, and much like a rope with a lantern on it or a grappling hook, we can jump to it and climb it. All the way up. And here we are. The top of Ganon's Tower. So what do we do from here? Well, we see another familiar grapple point. Well, we're not quite close enough. We got to get to this outer ring. Always makes me nervous. I feel like I get vertigo even though it's just a video game. You know, jumping from these high places, I get adrenaline rushes out of fear. Like later 3D Sonic the Hedgehog games give me fits. Like not actual medical fits, but like they scare the bejesus out of me. When you're running up and down buildings and jumping. You know what I mean. Anyway. Let's see, is there another one? Yes, there is. Oh, too close this time. And you'll notice that up here, along with Morths of all things, and a fairy, that's good. Let's get that. Because again, the fairy, you know, will revive you automatically if you die. Whereas the red potion you actually have to use. Another thing I failed to understand as a kid. But anyway, you will notice that up here is a cauldron, and there was one of these down at the bottom. So now, if we want to go back, or if we save and quit and have to come back up here, we don't have to climb all the way up. We can just use the warp cauldron just like in any other dungeon if I could just burn the wood off the top of it. Come on, this is ridiculous. That did it. Okay. Oh, it's a hook shot this time. Gotta make our way out there carefully, carefully, carefully. Well, we defeated Puppet Ganon and we've chased Ganondorf to the very top of the tower. The only thing that's left is to confront him head on. So we'll do that in the next episode, which ought to be the last episode of the main series of this, my first Let's Play. See you next time.